Hey, yeah, community. So today we will discuss about Elastic Container Registry, which is a platform in AWS which provide us to keep the images in the AWS platform itself, right? So this is the managed service by AWS. Let's see. Okay, so I'm zooming it a little bit. Okay, so you can go directly from here as well. I have recently visited, so I'm just opening from here. Okay, when you do that, you will be able to see here to create the new repository, right? So in an explanation form, we can also see like how it works. So you just write a code, right? And the same way Docker Hub works, the same way Amazon ECR also works. You just have to compress your code and keep in form of encrypt. You just have to encrypt your code and just keep in the form of images in AWS ECR, Amazon ECR, and yeah, and then you can use that images to run as a container, maybe on the EKS Kubernetes or AWS ECS or any other, like even though if you have to run as a directly as a container as well through the Docker, you can directly use it by maybe building from the Jenkins or running from the Jenkins or running from any CI/CD platform as well. You can directly use the images whichever you are pushing. So that's how it is. Let's see. Yeah. So you just have to create a repository. Firstly, you have to provide as a private or public. So what that means is actually, if you provide the public, you can share that image to anyone, but private will be managed by IAM, right? Okay. So repository will be, this will be like default location for AWS, and then you have to provide your repo name. Suppose this is like ECR demo. Okay. You can disable and enable the immutability. That is totally up to you. Yeah, also scan on push. So it automatically actually scans it before pushing. But you can easily, as per your need, you can enable or disable actually. But I'm not doing it. As of now, I'm just keeping it default. Click on create. The repository will get created. Okay. So this is your private repo. You're able to see this, right? Okay. So this is the repo. This is the URI that you are going to use it. Suppose, as an example, suppose you are writing a Jenkins file where you have to write the stages, and in one stage you have to build it, and then in the next stage maybe you have to push. So whenever you have to push, you have to provide maybe some location, right? So this will be the URI, this will be the location where you may have to push your Docker image, right? So that's what, at that, like in such an instance, we usually use the URI. Okay, let's get inside. It will be empty as of now because images are not there, but whenever you will be building the images and pushing it up, it will be coming here, and the latest will be on the top by default, but you can change as well. Okay, so that is the repository, and inside that images. Okay, this is the images. Yeah, post that there will be permissions. If any specific permission or anything you wanted to give it, you can give it directly. Tags are like if you are providing any tags to the specific image or anything, or you are like directly here also you are providing, like for the, maybe as an example for now you just take a latest tag. So maybe these all things you can recognize from here, tags. Okay, summary is nothing. Summary is your repo summary, like how many pulls are happening whenever you are maybe like triggering the job. At that time it is pulling and pushing and what all counts. So that pull counts will be visible to you here in form of dashboard. Okay, so this is repository, and this is public and private. So whatever you will be having the uh, like a registry as per your need in that form. Your private registry will have a separate data and public will have a separate data. Okay, see, in public you have like your application of configuration, no pull through caches and all these things. Okay, so that's what it is as of now. See, scanning configuration is basic, and you can customize this as well. it will have some pricing. I'm not using it as of now. So it will be basically a little bit security purpose as well. So you can use this. Okay. So this is Elastic Container Repository. Yeah. Another thing is IAM. So as you have seen for private, right? We have to provide the IAM. So you have to go to IAM user. Okay. I have a user here. I just have to go again. Inside that, I have to provide the permissions and attach the policy. So see, you just have to provide the Elastic Container Repository, Container Registry. Okay, so for all the actions you want, for that you have to provide the full access. Else, if you just only have to provide some read-only accesses or anything that requires as per your data, you can provide. Generally we take this because as like people have to use this pull and push and all the operation they wanted to do that, they have to build something and push it, or and then they may have to pull it later on a further operation. So we usually take this, but as per your need you can usually provide the access. Okay, so once you provide that, then only your IAM user will be able to access the container registry. Okay, since mine is root user, so I am able to use it. Okay, so yeah, that is basically a container registry where you can directly create the repository and use it for the storing the images. Okay, so thank you so much.